Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's another Mythic Monday, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mythic Legion's Brown Leather Armory Knight. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by, and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector.
And if you like my content, please consider subscribing.
Alright, taking a closer look at the front of the package here, you can see the figure here, his little baggie of weapons. It's the same set of weapons that we got at Legion's Con with the Armory build. You can see faction symbol there, and then that beautiful, exclusive artwork here on the back that's just specific to the Armory Knight builds. And we do we get the Armory Knight logo on here anywhere? I don't think so. The Armory Experience, I don't think so. All right, so I'm very excited for this particular figure because not only do I love like the darker gunmetal gray parts, I also didn't get a chance to get any of these brown leather parts here at the Armory Experience at Legion's Con, so I'm really excited to get this guy opened up. So let's get him opened up and take a closer look at what this guy can do. Okay, going over all of the accessories, you are going to get one of these nice newer style belts. This one is designed to go across the chest and has some weapon storage in the back. Look at the detail on the leather and the gold belt accents, just very nicely painted. You are going to get, man, there's just so much you get with this little guy. Another new style belt. This is one for the waist, so you're going to have one long sword or two double knife, sword, whatever, weapon storage there. Again, nicely painted buckles, and this little wrap here. I really love these new belts. They just add so much. Oh, look at all the little rivets that are painted. We're going to have two weapons. So you're going to get this longer sword. Now these are going to all be the same standard belts, weapons, shields, and everything that you're going to get with all of the same Armory Knights. These were all the same kits that we got at the Armory Experience at Legion's Con, but you have this dark brownish black handle, and then a gold pommel and a gold handguard. You get that same colorway and another long sword that has a sheath. This also has a little clip, so if you want to put it on either one of the belts, you certainly can. This is really cool. He comes with two fists with the brown leather gloves, which are great. And he even has little attachments, or little, rivets on the back, and these are on horizontal hinges, and he'll have some gripping hands on him in the package, and I am betting these are vertical hinges, or these, yep, those are both vertical hinges. Then you're going to get pretty standard shield, but it is beautifully painted with two tones of gunmetal, kind of like a silver and then a darker silver, but it's just very beautifully painted. You're also going to get a little spiky pommel for the top of his head, for the tip of his helmet. So this would go in right here on the back. You could also, plug in a plume or a feather or anything, any other attachment in there that you would like, but he does come with that piece to plug in. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then you are going to get a weapon shaft here, like a handle. It's going to have a little bit of silver, this wooden handle, and then a little silver pommel. And then on the end, you can either put the mace attachment and have a mace like a morning star, or you can have this more bladed mace and have more of this style weapon, and that's going to come standard in all of these figures. But something that is specific to him are these beautiful pauldrons. These are some of my favorite pauldrons in the entire line. I can't remember if they initially came with Swig, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but they are some of my favorites. I just love the stacked leather folds in here. They just look great, and then the little silver painted details on the front and back, and these really just add a lot to the figure itself. And speaking of the figure itself, here he is standing straight up and down right out of the package, with the exception of the little pommel that I just put on the top of his helmet. And you have a pretty standard dark gray, gunmetal gray knight armor parts with heavy leather armor on top of it. So you've got like this nice leather gorget around the top of the neck, which is a separate piece that will come off if you'd like. The leather torso piece, which I love, and then the leather skirt down below with all the little painted rivets. And then the boots are also painted leather in the back. So you've got like the metal part of the lower leg armor of the greaves in the front, and then the leather in the back, of course, leather boots down below on his feet. So let's get him off with the rotating base and take a closer look at some of that really fine detail. And just punching in on that detail, you can see so much sculpted detail in this knight helmet. It's one of my favorites, and this is the new style neck that's got the articulation point here, the little hinge, so you can get much better range of motion out of this guy when looking up and looking down, and then your tilt side to side. But this is that gorget piece. It plugs in right under the neck peg, and that is nicely painted. You can see that even on the arms, they're not just a solid gray color. You've got a different color down for the chainmail, and then different silver accents around the little chains and the little all of the little rivets and everything that's painted, even down on the gloves. So it just looks beautiful. All of the buckles on the leather armor, on the belt, on the chest armor, and look at this just down here. So you've got this nice brown base color, but then there's like this darker brown, almost black wash to give the leather some worn and dirty look. And then each individual rivet is painted nicely with none of them having like splotchy paint. That's just an amazing level of detail there. You can see the wash much better without the rivets. And then here down below, you can see how I'm talking about, like the back of these are painted in like this leather color here. So it actually looks like, these are separate pieces. The metal and the leather just looks really good. You can see all the leather detail down on the boots. And this guy is just absolutely fantastic. Now, I always say that the shoulder pauldrons really bring these characters to life. And I don't know, it's kind of cold in my office, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to push these in without any issue, or if they're just going to slide right in, or if they're going to fight me. I don't really know. It feels like they're going to fight me just a little bit. But yeah, these are absolutely some of my favorite pauldrons. One of the benefits of having multiple swigs is being able to use these on different characters. And if you don't know about getting multiple swigs, where have you been? Where have you been? Well, I can understand if you're not a Mythics collector and know the whole deal with all the swigs. Okay, now I've got those pauldrons popped in very nice and flush. And, this guy is just gorgeous, just as he is. I have no issues with this guy. He's absolutely perfect. One of my favorite in the Armory builds. But I did want to show, just with a few pop-in swaps of heads, the different looks you can achieve. So this guy's going to look great if you just pop on, like, let's say, like a skeleton. Like instantly he's going to be a great skeleton knight to use. Let's see here. You want to pop on like a human head. That's going to work out very well as well. You're going to have a really nice human knight to go against the forces of evil of Mythos. If you wanted to pop on, like, let's say like an orc head, you could do that as well. I think, this looks really nice. His helmet's showing up a lot brighter on camera than he is like in person. These are a little closer, but this is a little bluer and this is a little warmer of a gray. But then also, just because I happen to see it in my let's pop on like the Sir Gerard head. I just happened to see it in my case, and I thought, man, that would look really nice as well, and it really does. That just looks so cool. Yeah, there's just so much versatility. Just popping on a head, just a simple head swap, just brings so much character and life to this knight here. Of course, for size comparisons, you guys know all the Mythics are going to scale very nicely with one another. But let's bring in our good buddy Bill Bones Broken Shield so you can just see how this guy stacks up next to him and the other Mythic Legions in your armory. So let's get this guy under some lighting and into some backgrounds and see how he poses up. I have to tell you, I really love this build. It's probably one of my absolute favorites of the line. Now, these are the pre-built figures that are up for sale right now. They're still in stock on Store Horseman. So just Google Store Horseman and it'll pop up. Their little Shopify page will pop up. This guy is still in stock, so you can still get your hands on him. He is one of the best. You know, if you want to take the metal armor off and give him some more human legs or some cloth legs, you can pop and swap. You know, all of these and you know, all of these parts and pieces, mix and match and make the knight of your choice. But just, you know, $37 or $45. These are $45. What you get out of the pack with their weapons, their belts, their armory, everything that comes with them. There's so much stuff for that price. And if you weren't able to get to Legions Con and experience the Armory build for yourself, this is a nice way to pick up some of those parts and pieces and make your own knights if you get more than one. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.